Hey there everybody, Eric from OUTER LIMITLESS coming at you today with another video. Now I'm out here today to talk to you a little bit about Melissa Backwoods. So if you're not familiar, Melissa Miller, aka Melissa Backwoods, she is a survivalist. She's been on Naked and Afraid, which really put her on the map. Since then, she's a social media personality, very, very busy. That girl hustles. She's all over the place, goes to all the trade shows. She's all over Instagram and does a real great job. She was on YouTube for a while, but she's had a little bit of a hiatus. But in general, the reason why I'm out here today is to take a look at one of her products. Now, Melissa Backwoods does have a number of different products. She has a beautiful Bushcraft knife made by the Maine Knife Company. She also works with the company Weatherwool. But today we're going to talk about her product called the Backwoods Bag. Now, Melissa's Backwoods Bag is a waist-worn pouch that is pretty good for the bushcrafting and I would say just general outdoor genre. So here today I am using it. So I have it here on my side, basically bringing some of my, daily needs, things that while I'm out here and shooting my videos and just out on the trails, is just real good stuff to have with me. Now, granted, today I am also carrying a backpack. However, I can tell you that the things that I have in the Backwoods Bag are basically enough to get me by for the day, except for some of the things that I need just for some specific videos that I'm filming today. So it's a good sized pouch and is actually very nice for the money. Now, if you're interested in seeing a little bit more about what I'm about to get into, do me a favor, stay tuned. Now, this Backwoods Bag is considered to be a unisex design. So the thing is, when you look at Melissa Backwoods wearing this, well, she's got that feminine shape, and obviously this bag on a woman actually looks really good. So my question was, how is it going to look on a man? Would this really be a suitable option for both guys and girls? Well, so far for me, I have to admit, I think it looks fairly good. There are a number of different colors. This happens to be in the coffee brown. It looked a little more green online to me. I thought it was kind of in between, sort of a foliage color, but this is definitely straight up brown. Now, the material choice is very nice. This is I would say a type of nylon. It's kind of like a clothy nylon feel, but it's not ballistic by any means. So if you're looking for something a little more durable with a ballistic nylon, I would say this is not the choice for you. However, what I can tell you is this is very nicely made for the most part. I see very good construction, nice overall material choices and hardware, a great layout, and it's something that is a little bit softer than a ballistic nylon, which makes it very comfortable to wear. Now, this Backwoods Bag, I can tell you it is very, very comfortable. I'm gonna roll in some footage here while I was working on another video. I've been working for now well over an hour with this on my hip, and I can tell you it is definitely comfortable. In fact, I didn't even remember that it was there. So that's the thing. Today, it's reasonably cool. So it's not like this made me sweat. I am a little curious how it would be in the middle of summer, but what I can tell you is it does allow you to basically run this without the leg strap if you so choose. So it's gonna sit nicely in your hip whether or not you use the leg strap. Now, I thought the leg strap for me would be advantageous while I was scrambling through the brush and really, potentially tugging at things, but you didn't necessarily need it if you don't want it. So now, let's just take a quick look at the features of this. We'll go through the different pockets, look at the contents and the things that I chose to bring with me today. So as we go through the features, the first thing, as I mentioned, this is a nice soft material. If you look, it is very pliable, and it's not like a heavy-duty Cordura. So that does allow this to really contour to your body nicely, and the pouch layout on this is great. Before we get into that though, just touching on the buckles and the straps, it seems to be very nice, durable hardware. So they're not, Duraflex, but they are Duraflex style, and very good quality buckles. No major rattle, and they do seem to be very durable, which is nice. And the strap is also nice and soft, so it's pliable and it contours and it really moves with your body. It's not very rigid, which I think is a pro for this. Definitely works out very well. And then the back. nice and plain and simple, nothing to really rub against you or really bother you. And as you look closely, all the stitching is very nicely done. Box stitching on all the important areas, so all the stress points, nice box stitching. And as you look around at all the trim, the entire thing done nicely. Every stitch perfectly in place, nothing out of order. Even the Velcro done nicely. Now the one little caveat, the front here, this particular one having the morale patch, this is just simply glued on. I don't think you're gonna have any problem with that. It would be nice just to add a little stitching there, but I'm not gonna knock it for that. If you look closely at the different options, the Velcro is one particular option. There are multiple options out there. Now for me, I thought it would be great just to be able to put the morale patch on the front of this, so I opted for the Velcro. But continuing through, now I have been wearing this on my right side, which to me is an advantage for this particular pocket. If I was wearing it on my left side, then this pocket would be facing a little bit backwards. But where I'm wearing it on my right, this has been great. And for me, very simple. That's where my lighter goes. Very easy to get to. So in here, just a semi bushcraft kit. It's not fully laid out. I have some things that I just wanted with me today, and I thought having a lighter would be useful, so that fits perfectly right in there. Now this top flap here, very easy to get into. Again, for me, just some of the simple basics. So as I pull out the contents, very simple. A small Leatherman, so small tiny Leatherman. Here, I need these. This is just some nail clippers, chapstick, and a little simple file. So if I had like a hangnail or something and just needed a little file, I have that in there. So very simple, goes right in the top of this. And as I mentioned, right now, I kind of need these nail clippers, which I'm glad I brought them because I have this nice chunk of skin hanging off, which I will just so easily nibble that away and stop tugging on it, because that's been really bugging me. And now I am all set. So definitely worked out and came nicely into play. And so next, behind that flap, here is one of the main pockets. So for me, this is perfect. Where I'm out here filming, I really need to manage my batteries. So here, I just have my power bank with my charger for my batteries, and then more of my spare batteries. Now, you can keep way more than that in this front pouch. If you look here, my hand fitting completely inside. I mean, I just didn't want to overweigh this and make it too heavy, but you could fit a ton of stuff in there. Now, the nice thing is you get both the Velcro enclosure, or if you look very carefully, there's also a zippered track here that allows this to basically close a zipper over the top for added security. That is a nice feature, and something that, you know, it's so simple, yet to think of that, I think was very smart. So if you're extremely active and you're doing something where your stuff could potentially fall, just having that zipper track across the top of this is really smart. But if you don't want that and you want the ease of access, it just so easily tucks inside, and then you can simply place your contents down inside that pouch. Very simple, and easily Velcro that shut. So the design, I think, is very well done, well thought through, and gives you good overall functionality. Now, behind that pouch here, you'll see there is an additional pocket. Now, a deep pouch. It goes the full depth. So it is just a touch awkward, but it depends on the size of your hands. For a woman, you're gonna have no problem. For a man, it really will depend on the size of your hands. But inside, if you look at what I've been able to bring with me, I have my Work Sharp field sharpener, a nice striker for my ferro rod, sliding out here, this little Maxpedition pouch, which inside I've put some very easy basics. So a small flashlight, a pen, a whistle, another multi-tool, but a nice sized one, some needles, and matches. So overall, just a nice sized pouch. If you look, a good size that easily fits down inside here, but yet there's more. So here, I just actually have this thin wallet where I have a signal mirror and a couple of cards, and then I can use this if I want as a strop. So even though I have my field sharpener, this is something I've been thinking about experimenting with, just using the inside of a leather wallet, and even the outside for that matter, as a good quality leather strop with some compound. So I have that in here. And finally, my bellows, so a collapsible bellows. Now, if you look, again, because the nature of this is such that the zipper only goes halfway across the top, you end up with a little competition with that side pouch that I have my lighter in, but my hands, even being a large size hand, will make it down inside. So that's what I'm saying. If your hands are much bigger than this, you might struggle just a little bit, but for me it's not a problem and it works extremely well. And then finally, on the side here, just a good size little utility pouch right on the side. So for me today, this is my bug spray. Now I always keep it in a plastic bag so it doesn't get on my fabrics. And then also just a nice size flashlight. So this is really for a headlamp, but it gives you really an indication of the size of this pouch more than anything else. I kind of put it in there just so you could see how big it is. You could fit a full-size multi-tool, no problem, a good size flashlight, number of different things depending on your needs. So it's nice having a pouch like this right on the side of the bag. Now, as far as the straps, I would say there's more than enough webbing here. I mean, I have a 33-ish inch waist, and I mean plenty of material left to stretch this out. So, you know, fairly good amount of webbing here to do what you need it to do. You do have the ability to run this, you know, pretty much wherever you want, whether you want it right on your side or a little bit more towards the front. I found for me, it kind of finds a sweet spot where when the buckle is right in the middle, it's sitting perfectly on the side of your leg, kind of where you want it. And again, just the ability to adjust everything from your leg straps to your waist straps, good and comfortable. Nice quality fit. Now all the zippers and hardware seem to be very nice. The zipper tracks are smooth and work extremely well. So all in all, I have to say I am very impressed at this for really fair money. You know, great value, good overall size, and something that for me is a great addition to my bushcraft kit. Again, Melissa Backwoods, another piece of gear added to her merchandise lineup. Overall, like I mentioned, I think it's a great piece. I think it's a very useful, good quality piece of kit, and something that I can say at this point, I definitely recommend it. So alright guys, thanks for stopping by. I hope you like what you saw. I hope you found it a little bit informative. If you like what you saw, please like, share, and subscribe. And as always, thanks for stopping by. Take care now. I'll see you soon.